All right, we had a nap.
We back. Yeah, I needed a nap.
Spectre Knight was
Kind enough to wait for us.
waiting for us. This is no place for the living mortal. You shall be summoned when it is your time.
Wow.
And everyone has a time, as we saw with your with your
Wow.
dead fucking girlfriend.
Our conjoined girlfriend.
Lies!
Lies! I would believe such talk from phantoms. Your very existence is a vile deception.
Ooh.
You can't just full of surprises. She granted me new life.
Oh, so you can come back from the dead. So you can revive my girlfriend.
So something we
So
can
I'm
do.
going to kill you.
Something we'll do eventually is play Spectre of Torment, where you
Play as Spectre Knight. Yeah, I'm looking
And
forward
it's,
to that.
in my opinion, the best Shovel Knight.
Oh, okay,
actually.
even better than like Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight. Oh, I
You know
forgot
what?
the fucking controls
It's equal.
for a second.
It's equal, in my opinion. It's both of them are better than Plague of Shadows, which sucks.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not a fan of Plague of Shadows.
I could tell.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. Wow.
Well, it's because you play as Plague Knight, and like he's cool, but like the whole thing, the way he works is that he jumps with like explosions.
Something that I find really interesting about you is that if something you love, like you're so not a fanboy. Like if something you love sucks, you will fucking rag on it.
I mean,
like
hey.
if they make a bad Super Mario game, then they make a bad Super Mario game and you hate it.
Oh yeah.
Whereas
man.
like I'm like 100% in on anything at any given time. Like
Except for Cursed Child.
This is true. That was a well. See, even Cursed Child I enjoyed as a play, but like
to see it, you mean, like a production?
yeah, like to see it in theater. But like, but like, fucking sorry. I just remembered what my shovel button changed. That's why that wasn't working.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
It's okay. Get there. You're talking about Cursed Child.
I'm talking about Cursed Child. To like read it, I was like, this fucking sucks, and I was so
Yeah.
excited for it because like I'm a theater major and like cool. J.K. Rowling's like trying to write plays now. I'm getting hit by every single fucking throw that she makes. Get the fuck off me.
You're talking about Cursed Child.
So I was really excited for J.K. Rowling to like write a script because like
She's
cool,
a writer.
she's a writer and she's doing like what my degree is in, and that's really exciting. I can like look at this and you know J.K. Rowling and I will be on the same level for a change. That's really exciting.
Did that come out when we were in university?
Yes.
Wow.
Or no. Yes.
No, I gotta start paying attention.
I remember we were definitely dating
we did
at that
it.
point. You did it.
It was a team effort.
Yeah, I think we were in university. I think it came out like during a summer break or something like that. But yeah, like I fucking read it and was like, "What the fuck did you do?
Yeah.
You okayed this garbage?
No, it's like trash.
It's bad.
As a script, it's really bad.
It's insufferable as a script. I really didn't like it.
But I appreciate you calling me not a fanboy.
Yeah.
That's a very, very nice thing to say.
No, that's something I like about you, is that you are critical of everything, and, like, nothing can really slip past you. Like, what you love.
Yeah, babe.
And, that's that.
No, that's just that. Like, all the things I like earned their spot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And just because
Like,
something has a face...
You can separate, like, what you...
what I like about something and what I don't like about something.
You can separate your heart from what you like, is what I feel like. I feel like when I like something, or when I love something, it gets very near and dear to me very quickly.
Like, it's very unconditional.
Yeah. So, they can really do no wrong in my eyes. And, like, I just... Ooh. What's that little boy?
You want to fight him? It's an enemy encounter.
Okay. But yeah, I just, like, I love the things that I love very much, and they stay perfect forever, and I understand, like, while I understand the bias that I have, and, like, I call myself out on that all the time, that's just kind of the way that it is. I love what I love, and, it can do no wrong.
That's
it's like
fair.
It's like Fall Out Boy. Like, Fall Out Boy can make a million shitty albums, and, like, I'm still gonna be like, Fall Out Boy's my favorite band,
Yeah.
like, of all time.
Well, it's
Don't touch
like...
my babies.
You know, I think there's a difference between being nostalgic and being objective, right?
Yeah.
Like, a game that hopefully will one day play on the channel that I love is called Star Fox Adventures. Mm-hmm. It's a GameCube game where...
Do you want to do this level?
No, yeah, so go down to cancel. No. Okay, never mind. Alright, so what just happened, happened last time too, is you want to press A.
Okay.
not B. Because you bring out the co-op menu. So, one of my favorite games from being a kid was Star Fox Adventures. It's sort of like a Zelda clone, but you play as Star Fox.
Yeah.
And you fight with like a staff, and you like go on your spaceship and stuff. It's really cool. But that is objectively not a very good game. It's like, you know, it just borrows from a lot from Zelda. The game is sort of nebulous and cryptic and weird, and like it's not easy to navigate. The first 3 levels are all really good, but the last level must have been thrown together in an afternoon.
Oh shit.
Like it's like really, they must have run out of time or money or something, because it's pretty heinous. But I love that game. You know, it's really fun.
Yeah. I feel like that's why every single time I show somebody something, I get my heart broken a little bit because like
Because they're not gonna love it as much as you love it.
well, yeah, they don't love it. They don't love it unconditionally as I do. So
Right.
like when a
Which is
really
reasonable
bad part,
when someone's
or when a,
shown
when
someone
a,
for the first
when a
for the first time.
problematic part comes, I kind of just move past it, and when I show it to somebody, they're like, "Hey, this part is like kind of bad," or "This part like this isn't very PC or whatever," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
I guess I never noticed that, but it's not that I didn't notice it. I just breezed past it because I loved it so much.
Here's some help for you.
Okay, thank you. Yep, thank you. Yeah, I gotta stop doing that.
What, loving stuff unconditionally?
Yeah, like just
Well, there's nothing wrong with having a, like, okay, so like, you know, we've talked about this on the podcast, but I've been reading Harry Potter, which is very near and dear to your heart, but how have you felt about my criticisms of it?
I think you've been very fair on Harry Potter.
You think so?
And yeah, because also like the last time, to be perfectly honest, I've only read Harry. I know like most Harry Potter fans have read through the books like 70 times by the time they were 12.
Right.
I read it once, like
Yeah, well,
and then I
don't
kind of like
reread books. I don't know.
kind of like didn't. I did reread books all the time. Like I was a rereader as a kid, but I just never really. I don't know. I just never really got there. So my impression of the Harry Potter series is just like from a kid's perspective, and I thought things like Ron being hard on girls was like a funny thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, well, women are silly, and it's like, no, like women aren't silly. Like a lot of the shit that Hermione does, like she's very entitled to her feelings, and like Hermione's often right, and she's like not being a bummer by saying, hey, we shouldn't do this. Hey, maybe Voldemort's trying to trick you into going to the Department of Mysteries. Hey, like,
No, well,
I fucking fell for that.
it's okay. You're saying. Tell
Like,
Hermione.
you know, like I should just, yeah. So that's kind of.
Oh, all I'm going to
on
say, and this goes for anyone who likes Harry Potter, is that if Harry or Ron listened to even half of Hermione's advice, most of the story wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
She's right about a lot.
But like that's a problem, you know. That's a problem that J.K. Rowling wrote this like really great character, who like her whole thing is that she just like shouldn't be listened to sometimes if the story wants to move forward. And it's like I don't know.
It's like, don't get me wrong, Hermione...
It's very much a product of the time, but like
Yeah.
I feel like we could do better.
Whoops. Well, Hermione is very much a... Like, Hermione has her own set of flaws, too. Like, well, she's right about a bunch of stuff. She's also really... She can be nearsighted at times. And not think about the emotional side of things. You know, it's just like... Very much like, this is what we need to do because this is the right thing to do.
like how? Like when?
I can't think of anything that comes to mind off the top of my head. But, like... You know, there's been times when, like, Ron or Harry do something and it works out. And it's fine. You know, but then on the flip side, like, she was right about the Half-Blood Prince. And,
Yeah.
like...
How you shouldn't listen to him.
You shouldn't listen to him because it turned out to be Snape. And, you know, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Like,
So now that you know Snape's, well, I'm gonna say this for the podcast, but like, whatever, I started it. Now that you know Snape's whole story, how do you feel about him?
I mean, like, I do think, like, the idea... Okay, sure. We can save this more in depth for the podcast, but my short answer is, well, he might have been on the side of good. It doesn't change the fact that he's just kind of a bad person.
Right.
You know, like, he's just kind of a shithead, and all of his fucking motivations are fueled for how horny he was for Lily.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's kind of weird.
See, that's always how I kind of find Snape's entire character to be completely fallible, is because he was not on the side of good for any good reason.
Yeah.
He wasn't on the side of good because he believed that, like, you know, this, like, weird eugenic like goal of Voldemort's was bad. He was on his side because he fucking had a childhood crush, and it's like that's not good enough, mate. Like,
no, real talk. Like the only he doesn't actually think what the things that Voldemort doing is evil.
Yeah.
He just got mad at Voldemort because he tried to kill Lily.
Yeah.
And then succeeded in killing Lily.
Exactly.
And it's like, oh, okay.
Everything he does is for like pretty selfish reasons, and I'm like kind of not about it.
That'd be like if Superman was a dick all the time, but then only decided to do something good because Lois Lane died.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not even. That's what the fuck. That's
Yeah.
not. You're not even good at that point. You're just a horny boy.
Yeah.
But like that being said, I do think Snape is a nuanced and interesting character. Like I do think that it's not like he's poorly written. It's just his motivations are kind of mixed up.
Yeah. I think that people who like read Snape and then like find out that like, you know, he did what he did because of Lily, it's like, and then now all is forgiven. It's like, no, all is not forgiven.
No, not all is definitely not forgiven.
No, he's definitely still insufferable. Like,
Yeah.
end of discussion. Maybe.
Like, you know, it's just
in hell.
the dude fucking bullies children because he's sad that his high school crush got with a Chad as opposed to him.
Yeah.
He's a fucking neckbeard.
Yeah.
Snape is the ultimate neckbeard.
He is the
Anyway,
ultimate neckbeard.
we're going to continue this Shovel Knight situation next time.
Yeah.